Jeremiah 31:3. Yahuah has appeared of old to me, saying, yes, I have loved you with an everlasting love. The Most High, this is of old. He always loved his people. He had a deep love for his people. I've loved you with this love is everlasting. How many people can say they love everlasting? Therefore, with loving kindness, I have drawn you. This is deep here. This is how he draws us. He uses his word. He used his word to draw us, and he's showing love and kindness towards us when he comes back to us after we turn our back on him. He draws us with his love. And this drawing is saying, come back to me. Come back within my borders. My eyes is always on this land. His eyes is not on the land of our captivity. His eyes is always on this land. We're going to see that. So he draws us with his word. When he said, come out of her, my people, the Most High woke us up. He said, come out of her, my people. He was drawing us. I have plans for you. I have a future for you, and there is hope for you. Our people think they are hopeless. You don't have money. You're single. You don't have a family. Nobody understands. Nobody is on the same thinking level. That people are not seeing things the way you're seeing things. Their eyes haven't been opened to the truth. And these people feel alone and hopeless. And this irritates the Father. You're not allowing him to love you. You must allow him to love you. And he has a plan. Find out his plan for you. Find out his plan for you and your family. If you have a family, if you're alone, find out your plans just for you. And the Most High's plan will differ from one person, from one family to another. So you have to follow his plan. But we must tap into his power in order to do this. And he is drawing. He's drawing his people within his borders because of the future and the hope that he has for us. Deuteronomy 7:9. Therefore know that Yahuah, your Elohim, is almighty. He is almighty. We have to know this. You see, when we know this, we was given this, so we know that there is nothing too hard for him. Your situation is nothing. Let me say it. The most difficult situation. It's difficult for you. It's difficult for you to handle this situation. It's difficult for me. It's difficult for me to help you in your situation. It's difficult, but it's nothing to the Most High. Your trust must be in him. And our people, because of Christianity, they got us dependent on man. We depend on our pastor. Now, here we go today. We're still depending on a leader. And when you follow this leader, you will push the Most High aside and say, I'm going to follow this leader as this leader follows you. All right, let's go backwards. Let's make sure we understand, because I have a question. Okay, the people that was in the land, they followed Moshe. Know and understand, all of them was together. Know and understand, it was prophesied that one shall arise up and deliver you. You see, this was prophesied. The end days where we at today, there is no prophecy that said one will rise up and lead the people out. There is no prophecy that say that. It says, Zechariah 2:7, deliver yourself, you that dwell with the daughter of Babylon. Now, you have to understand, what you need to understand, we're living in the days of Noah. They taught us this in Christianity. We knew that. We're living in the days of Noah. What happened in Noah's days? It was Noah and his family. It should be you and your family right now. And that's where we at. Just as the days of Noah. So it says, he is righteous who keeps covenant and mercy for 1,000 generations. This forever. He keeps his covenant forever. It's us that breaks his covenant. And those who love him and keep his commandments. So he keeping this covenant. He's keeping mercy to 1,000 generations with those who love him and keep his commandments. We can't get away from keeping his commandments. If you love him, you will keep his commandments. Psalms 136, 2 and 3. Oh, give to Yahuah. Give to Yahuah, the mighty one of mighty ones, for his mercy endures forever. Oh, give to Yahuah, the master of masters, for his mercy endures forever. We have to understand his favor, his kindness, it endures forever. Psalms 136, 26. Oh, give to Yahuah of Shemayim, for his mercy endures forever. So we sing here. We should be thanking him. We should be praising him. We should yada him. We have to give him tudah continuously. You know, the writer says, if I had 1,000,000 tongues, I couldn't thank him enough. And this is what we should be doing. Because we should have been cut off and not even awakened out of our slumber, out of our sleep. Isaiah 49, 15 and 16. Here's a question. We get a lot of questions from the Most High in the prophets. Can a woman forget her nursing child and not have compassion on the son of her womb? Here's a question. Can she forget? And can she not have compassion on her womb? And it says surely, yet surely they may forget. There are some women that, yes, they will forget. There's some women we know today. They have the child. They didn't want the child. They throw the baby in the trash. The man is not around. They got pregnant. They didn't want the baby. They didn't get an abortion. So they just have the baby and throw the baby in the trash. Yet I will not forget you. The Most High is saying, I will not forget you. I have not forgotten about you. We feel like he forgotten about us, but he's saying, I haven't forgot about you. See, I have inscribed you on the palms of my hands. Did you know you was inscribed? If you keeping his commandments, you have been inscribed in the palms of his hands. He got you. He got you. You don't need no man. You don't. When I say you don't need a man, it's not good that you be alone. You should seek for a husband. Men, you should seek for a wife. This is good. But when I say you don't need a man, you don't need a man to help get you out of Babylon. You don't need a man to follow. You need the Most High. You need to be written in the palm of his hands. And when you're written in the palm of his hands, he got you. He got your plan. Now you need to seek him out diligently, seek him diligently, and get that plan. And then activate that plan. Put that plan into action. You have something you have to do. He's going to give you instructions our people always got instructions with something to do. It says your walls are continually before me. Matthew 6 and 24. No one can serve two masters. It's impossible. You will hate one and love the other. Of course, we should love the Most High and hate the enemy. But many of us, we hate the Most High and love the enemy. That's why we fight each other. See, when you want to get in a battle with me, you don't love me. You want to fight. You want to battle. And again, anyone that's fighting, anyone that's battling, understand they're not in the will of the Most High. It's not his will for us to fight against each other. Oh, we're going to cut each other up with the sword, with the word. That's foolishness. But we see them in these camps, cutting each other up with the word. How is it we can talk this talk? How is it we don't know love? We don't love the Most High. We don't know the Father's love. We don't know it. And that's why we can do this. So for the people that don't see me getting into arguments, no one understand the reason why I don't do this. I've been instructed by the Most High to stay away from this mess. And that's what I intend to do, to stay away from this mess. I can do what they do. Take the sword and cut someone up. And what good is going to do me? And then the Most High cut me off. Yeah, that's really smart, isn't it? That is really smart. We have no time for that. Remember, wisdom. Wisdom, only the wise is going to survive. Wisdom is the stability of our times. Or else he will be loyal to one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and mammon, which is money. You can't do it. Proverbs 3:12. For whom Yahuah loves, he corrects. You should listen. I want the Most High to correct me, and his correction hurts. When he corrects, it makes you go, ouch. It hurts. But I want him to correct me. Because why? I don't want to be out of his will. I don't want to be outside of where I should be. And you should want him to correct you. So he corrects those he loves, just as the Father, the Son, in whom he delights. If your child rob a store, if your child steal from the store, rob a bank, and you correct them, you are supposed to. That means you love them. But if you don't care about them, you won't say anything and treat it as if they did nothing. And that's of the enemy. Do what you will. Proverbs 13:24. He who spares his rod hates his son. The Most High, if he loves us, which he does, he's not going to spare his rod because he loves us. Now, if you're doing something and the Most High not disciplining you, you've done it so many times, he says enough. No discipline. He's no better now. And so he will allow you continue without doing anything. You no longer his son. And so he's not disciplining you anymore. He's not chastising you anymore. But he who loves him disciplines him promptly, quickly. Psalms 48:9. We have thought, O Yahuah, on your loving kindness. That's what we just got finished doing. We just got finished. Your thoughts. Watching this video, your thoughts has been saturated with his loving kindness. And this is what he means. This is what he wants us to do. This is his will. For we have thought, O Yahuah, on your love and kindness in the midst of your house. This is where our mind should be. Why? Because this is where his heart is. He loves his house. Deuteronomy 11:12. I cannot finish without bringing out about his land. A land which Yahuah cares. Listen, the Most High cares for this land. He loves this land. We should love the things he loves. So now you see why your mind should be on this land. The eyes of Yahuah, your mighty one, are always on it. His eyes is always on this land. From the beginning of the year to the very end of the year, his eyes is on this land. Now, when we commit iniquity, he left. But just because he left, his eyes remain on this land. But right now, he's left. He's gone. Now, the wilderness time, the meeting at the mountain, he will come back. You have to understand. You should learn to love this land. Learn to love his land and understand his eyes is always upon it. So we're upon the land. Guess what? You got it. His eyes is upon his people in his land. Now, his eyes is upon Babylon to destroy it. And his eyes is under the other nations for punishment and not to Barak it. Jude 21. Here is your message. Keep yourselves in the love of the Most High. Keep yourself in the love, looking for the mercy of our Master Yahushua HaMashiach until eternal life. Know and understand the love, the Father's love, and keep yourself in this love. Again, whoever loved the Most High If you love the Most High, you love his people. Shalom.